Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of special signaling. I'll be explaining what special signaling is, why it's important, and going over some key examples. We'll cover at least 3 different types of special signals, and I'll show you how they're used in real-world applications. So, if you're ready to learn about this often overlooked but crucial aspect of communication, stick around. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are tackling question 6, and that's all about special signaling. Specifically, we are going to dive into a few key areas. First off, let's address a common question: do I need a permit for yellow flashes? This is a really important one, because using flashing lights incorrectly can land you in some serious trouble. The answer, unfortunately, isn't a simple yes or no. It really depends on where you are, what kind of vehicle you're using them on, and what you're using them for. In many places, using yellow flashes without proper authorization is illegal. Think of emergency vehicles, ambulances, fire trucks, police cars. They have permits allowing them to use those lights. For regular vehicles, you might need permits for certain types of work, like road construction or utility repairs. Always check your local regulations and laws regarding the use of flashing lights. It's far better to be safe than sorry, and a quick check with your local DMV or equivalent agency can save you a hefty fine or worse. Now, let's shift gears completely and talk about something a little more mechanical: replacing the flywheel on a VAZ 2000 and one to VAZ 2007. This is a job that requires some serious mechanical know-how, and I wouldn't recommend attempting it unless you're comfortable working on engines. It's not a simple bolt-on bolt-off kind of repair. You'll need the right tools, a safe workspace, and a good understanding of how the engine works. We are talking about removing the transmission, disconnecting various components, and carefully maneuvering the flywheel itself. There are a lot of potential pitfalls, and one wrong move could lead to significant damage. If you're not confident in your abilities, it's always best to take your car to a qualified mechanic. Trust me, the cost of a professional repair is far less than the cost of a botched DIY job. We'll be covering this in more detail later in the video with a step-by-step guide, so stay tuned for that. Next, let's get back to special signals. We are going to explore the application of special signals in more detail. Think about all the different ways we use signals to communicate on the road. Turn signals, brake lights, hazard lights — these are all crucial for safe driving. But there are other, less common signals that are equally important, especially in certain situations. For example, hand signals can be vital if your turn signals are malfunctioning. Knowing how to use these effectively can prevent accidents and keep you and others safe. Finally, let's focus on special signals of the first type. This is where things get a little more specific. We'll be looking at various types of signals, their meanings, and how to interpret them correctly. This could include things like emergency vehicle signals, signals used by law enforcement, or even signals used in specific industries, like construction or maritime. Understanding these signals is crucial for situational awareness and safe navigation, especially in potentially hazardous environments. We'll be covering specific examples and providing visual aids to help you understand these signals better. So stick around for that. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are tackling question 6, all about special signaling. Let's dive right into it, starting with special signals of the second type. Special signals of the second type are a fascinating area. They often involve more complex systems and are used in situations requiring a higher degree of visibility and control. Think about emergency vehicles, for instance ambulances, fire trucks, police cars. These vehicles utilize special signals of the second type to alert other drivers and pedestrians to their presence and the urgency of their mission. These signals aren't just flashing lights, they often incorporate audible warnings like sirens, too. The specific regulations governing the use of these signals can vary depending on your location, so it's crucial to familiarize yourself with the local laws. We are talking about things like the types of lights permitted, the placement of those lights, and the circumstances under which they can be legally activated. Improper use can lead to serious consequences, so understanding the nuances is key. We are talking about safety here, both for the emergency responders and for everyone else on the road. Think about the potential for accidents if these signals aren't used correctly or are misused. It's a serious responsibility. Now, let's move on to special signals of the third type. These are often even more specialized than the second type, and they are usually reserved for very specific situations or vehicles. These might include things like pilot vehicles escorting oversized loads or specialized maintenance vehicles working on highways. The regulations surrounding these signals are often even stricter than those for the second type, and the penalties for misuse can be significant. We are talking about situations where a mistake could have catastrophic consequences. Think about the potential damage an oversized load could cause if it wasn't properly escorted and signaled. The safety implications are immense. It's not just about following the rules, it's about understanding the underlying reasons for those rules and the potential impact of ignoring them. Obtaining a special signals certificate is a crucial step for anyone who needs to use these types of signals. This certificate demonstrates that you've received the necessary training and understand the regulations and responsibilities associated with operating vehicles equipped with special signals. The process for obtaining this certificate will vary depending on your location, but it typically involves completing a course that covers the legal requirements, safe operating procedures, and the potential consequences of misuse. It's an investment in your safety and the safety of others. Don't underestimate the importance of this certification. It's not just a piece of paper, it's proof that you've taken the necessary steps to operate these systems responsibly. The liability for illegal installation of special signals is a serious matter. It's not just a minor infraction, it can lead to significant fines, legal repercussions, and even criminal charges. Using unauthorized special signals can create confusion and endanger others on the road. It's crucial to ensure that any installation of special signals is carried out by qualified professionals who are familiar with the relevant regulations and safety standards. Cutting corners here can have devastating consequences. Remember, safety should always be the top priority. Don't risk it. Finally, let's address some frequently asked questions. Many people wonder about the specific requirements for different types of vehicles, the penalties for misuse, and the process for reporting misuse of special signals. These are all important questions, and the answers can vary depending on your location. I encourage you to do your research and familiarize yourself with the specific regulations in your area. Remember, staying informed is crucial for ensuring your safety and the safety of others. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them.